Hey guys, so I just went to Whole Foods and Trader Joe's and I had the idea that I wanted to share with you guys some healthier junk food options or healthier treats. Okay, so this from Trader Joe's is the cinnamon swirl bread. This cinnamon swirl bread, like I said, it's not a health food, but it's a healthier option. If you're buying those cans of cinnamon rolls with the icing, there are so much sugar in there, not to mention like other artificial dough conditioners and all kinds of weird stuff. So in here, there's nothing artificial, and that's a great thing about Trader Joe's actually. They don't have any artificial ingredients or flavors or whatever. And Trader Joe's also doesn't use any GMOs in their Trader Joe label products. So while everything at Trader Joe's isn't necessarily organic, they do have a lot of organic options. Everything is non-GMO. So this cinnamon swirl bread is a great alternative to like a can of cinnamon rolls. And honestly, there's only 3 grams of added sugar per slice, and they're really thick slices like Texas toast. So that's a good option if your family is seasonal, but this is a triple ginger brew. It is a ginger beer or ginger ale, I guess you could call it. It's just sweetened with cane sugar, and then otherwise it's ginger root, pineapple, lemon. I mean, it's all natural stuff. If you go buy ginger ale at the grocery store, it's got high fructose corn syrup almost every single time. So if you like ginger ale, these are great at Whole Foods Trader Joe's right now. At Trader Joe's, and I mentioned this the other day, this organic air popped popcorn. Most of the time with popcorn, if you have an air popper at home and you pop it, you're gonna wanna put something on the popcorn because it's going to be super dry. But this air popped, it does have a little bit of oil. However, in 4 cups, 4-cup size, you only have 3.5 grams of fat, so it's not a lot of oil, and it's really tasty and super fluffy. This is what I found to be like your lowest calorie, like, you know, version of getting some popcorn. And we eat this a lot. So air pop popcorn. Another thing I mentioned, like Cheez-Its and like cheese crackers that kids eat, they usually have tons of artificial stuff in them, and even sometimes food coloring, and MSG or a version of MSG. So these Annie's Bunnies, it's a nice option for if your kids like really love cheese crackers, or if you do. Again, these aren't like healthy, like diet foods or whatever. You're not like losing weight eating these foods. These are just healthier alternatives. And I think the most important thing is just to clean up the food that you're eating rather than feel like you have to cut everything out and then you just go crazy. Another thing we love are these freeze-dried strawberries. And this actually is a really pretty healthy snack. These freeze-dried strawberries, Maverick calls them strawberry chips, and they taste like candy. So we love these. A new find that I wanted to share with you guys, these are called Smart Sweets. These are little gummy bears, and I got these at Whole Foods. They only have 1 gram of sugar per serving. Now, most of the time, if something like doesn't have any sugar, they have like sugar alcohols, which, you know, you kind of have to be careful with sugar alcohols because they can really irritate your digestive system and kind of mess up your gut. So this particular brand, Smart Sweets, is sweetened with stevia, and we just tried them for the first time today, and they're actually really, really yummy. So these are a great alternative for like if you like gummy snacks and things like that. Now I will say this was like the Halloween like little fun size package. You can see the little packets in there. And this bag contained 15 of those little fun sizes, and it was originally like $7.99, but right now, if you happen to be near a Whole Foods, you can go and get them. They're on sale. I think it was like $4.59 or $4.99 for this bag. So that's actually a pretty good price. And this is great because, you know, Maverick loves gummies, but almost all gummies, again, have high fructose corn syrup, coloring, food colorings, and things like that. These bunny grams. This is, again, was like the little Halloween fun pack size, but I like to buy those sizes because otherwise, like, you know, I feel like he can eat so many, and this kind of controls, you just get a little bit. Grain-free paleo puffs, and they're no cheesiness. So these are just like another good option. I like to cut out dairy and limit dairy. It just doesn't do well, and I think, you know, a lot of studies show dairy in general is not amazing for people. So this is a good option too if you like cheese puffs. I think kombucha is a great alternative to like a soda because it's got that fizz to it. I will say you do have to kind of ease your way into it as far as the flavors that you try first. I recommend things like gingerberry or the ginger flavor, things like that. Buy yogurt at the store. Yogurt has tons of sugar in it. I mean, you can literally like get 25 grams of sugar in one small 6-ounce serving of yogurt. So you've got to look at your yogurts for sure. This Forager brand yogurt is a cashew yogurt and it's unsweetened plain. I always buy my yogurt unsweetened. And if I'm going to sweeten it, I'll sweeten it myself at home. Mostly I just use liquid stevia, but if you don't like stevia, maple syrup or honey, I'm telling you, you could actually put a good 2 tablespoons of honey or something in your yogurt, and you're gonna still have less sugar than if you bought the sweetened version at the store. The sweetened version of yogurt, I don't even know how they put that much sugar in there. But yeah, so you gotta check it out, because when you look at the grams of sugar on a package, 4 grams of sugar equals 1 teaspoon. And so if you've got a serving of yogurt that's 24 grams of sugar, that's 6 teaspoons of sugar in one serving. And the American Heart Association, which I would say their numbers are probably on the high end, the American Heart Association recommends that for children and women, that you only have 4 teaspoons of added sugar per day. So that would only be 16 grams of sugar. So you've already, if you're buying sweetened yogurt, you've already surpassed your recommended added sugars per day by several teaspoons. So I always buy unsweetened. I do like this Forager's brand. It's a lot more creamy and like more runny. So if you need an alternative for sour cream or something like that too, it's a good option. But I like to add like fruit or stevia, honey, maple syrup, whatever, but sweeten it yourself. Veggie puffs, and it might sound a little funny, but there's like spinach, kale, and actual vegetables on these. If you buy those like veggie straws, they're like orange and white and green. Those don't really have vegetables. I mean, they're mostly made with potato starch. So they're maybe a nice alternative to a potato chip, but if you're thinking like, oh, veggies, and I wouldn't say this is really a veggie either, but you do get some veggies in there because of the kale and the spinach and the parsley and things like that. But these are delicious. There are some other veggie puffs that we've tried and they taste a little veggie-ish. However, these for your kids, if they like a snack that doesn't taste like vegetables, but just like a salty, crunchy snack, these are really, really good. And these are the baked veggie puffs. They do have a cheese flavor, but this veggie flavor is honestly our favorite. So I get those at Whole Foods. This for yogurt. This is the Kite Hill Greek style. Majority of the time, people do like a Greek yogurt or, even just an unsweetened plain yogurt for protein. And people have asked me a lot of times, like, they've asked me like, what's a good non-dairy yogurt that has high protein? And the truth is that most non-dairy yogurts are not high in protein. They have a lot more fat than protein, but this I think is probably the highest in protein of non-dairy yogurts that I've tried, and it has 11 grams of protein. And it's 180 calories, 12 grams of fat, and it's the Greek style. Like I said, again, it's the plain unsweetened, and so when you taste this by itself, it's very sour, but I add liquid stevia or honey, fruit, and things like that, and it tastes really great. So if you wanted a non-dairy version of yogurt that has higher protein, this is the highest that I've found. These snap peas. So again, I'm just sharing with you guys like some healthier, snacky, junk food alternatives, okay? So these snap peas, I'm really excited because this particular brand just started making this organic. Before they were just non-GMO. So this is organic. It's actually kind of great because there are 5 grams of fiber in here and 5 grams of protein in one serving, which is pretty impressive for something that's sort of like a chip or a potato chip. So these are a good alternative to chips, potato chips, like I said, and in general, just a better snack option than like, all the snack crackers and things like that kids are eating. And my son loves those. So I hope this was helpful. Like I said, just some options. Any questions, or you do need an alternative for something that's your favorite, let me know, and I'm always happy to help you out. Hope you have a great weekend, and I will see you soon.